Buddy Son Storytime.
The Colourful Caterpillar. Written by Michael de Prinzio. Illustrated by Eduardo Paj. The sun was rising on a midsummer day when the animals began to wake, ready to play. The songbirds yawned and started to sing, while the hummingbirds stretched and flapped their wings. As the forest awakened and began to feel alive, the sky filled with buzzing bees leaving their hive. Life, laughter, and joy floated delicately through the wind, gently waking the animals who had somehow slept in. But one animal was not happy on this midsummer day. It wasn't the tired owl on the branch who was beginning to sway. It wasn't the hummingbirds, nor was it the bees. Instead, it was the caterpillar rustling quietly beneath the leaves. Each day, the caterpillar sat upon his favorite flower. Of all the leaves in the forest, this was his favorite to devour. From the petals, the caterpillar watched the hatching of dozens of eggs and the intricate web weaving of a strange creature with 8 legs. The caterpillar finished his breakfast and looked up towards the sky at the magnificent winged animals that were effortlessly gliding up high. For weeks, the caterpillar ate leaves, and over time, he slowly grew. Even though the caterpillar dreamed of flying, walking was all he knew. But one day, he felt adventurous and climbed to the top of the highest tree. He wanted to know what the sky was like. It looked so open and free. As the wind grew colder and the sun began to set, the caterpillar rushed to find shelter to avoid getting wet. From the top of the tree, there was no shelter to be found, as the rain began to fall, splashing all around. Sad and lonely, the caterpillar shivered in the wind. He decided to make some silk and began to delicately spin. High up in the tree, alone in his cocoon, the caterpillar reflected on his life beneath the ever-glowing moon. He had spent his entire life walking alone along the ground. Now, in this tree, he wondered if he would ever be found. Under the light of the moon, as the owls beneath began to soar, the only sound that could be heard was a sleepy caterpillar snore. The tired moon was setting as the sun began to rise, and the drowsy little caterpillar awoke to an exciting surprise. From his cocoon shone the most incredible colors that anyone's ever seen. Vibrant shades of red, yellow, pink, blue, and even a little green. From this tiny silk cocoon, it wasn't a caterpillar that emerged, but a beautiful butterfly who carried all the colors of the earth. The morning began as usual as the hummingbirds started to sing, but today was different. The caterpillar now had a lovely set of wings. Suddenly, he flew through the leaves above the highest tree. He now knew what it was like to fly and feel happy and free. Above the clouds, he flew with colorful birds all around. The butterfly could barely remember the solid, leafy ground. Cheerfully, the butterfly flew down past the animals in the trees, landing gently on the flower that held his favorite leaves. On the ground below, he noticed a sad little caterpillar walking by, who could not help but dreamily stare up at the deep blue sky. So hold your dreams tightly, nurture them, and don't let go. because every caterpillar will turn into a butterfly, and every dream you plant will grow. The end.
Please subscribe.